Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Womenemies Podcast. We are outside today doing track in training. I was walking and I have some more time left, and it got me thinking about something that's really, really important to discuss, and that is the importance of movement. So many people, especially women, are putting movement, exercise on the back burner, getting everything else done. Um, and then if there's time, then we work out. But here's the thing, and I'm going to come up here and sit down for a second. Here's the thing is that when we do that, we never have time. We never have time to dedicate to working out, to keeping our health up. And why is that? So you'll see we're up now in the stands. It is hot. We are in Southern California. Okay. So here I am. Hello. So a lot of the time we put it on the back burner and then we never do it because there's so much invisible labor that goes on with being a mom inside the home, a parent inside the home, with our work outside of the home, that we have so much invisible tasks that we do that we never know, that it just adds up. And then our goal and our responsibility to our health gets pushed to the side. And this applies to both working outside of the home and working inside of the home. And I can speak to both of that. I was working, sometimes 15, 16 hours sitting at a computer, and I wasn't getting up to take breaks. Yes, water breaks and to eat, but not to move, to really move. And when I started to, like even when we were on the 11th floor, I would be in my suit and sneakers and walk upstairs. That's not always ideal when you have a meeting or a presentation and you don't want to be sweaty beforehand. And as a mom working inside the home, I would set a goal to get at least 7 hours of sleep, but wake up, and I again had not written down everything I do in a day. So I would just get up and go straight into doing the work for my son, getting him ready, getting ready for the day, doing work from the computer, getting him off to school, then doing the grocery shopping, cooking. And by the time the end of the day came, or right before pickup, I was exhausted. And then I had a whole other shift with my son present in the home. And when he fell asleep, there's no way I was going to work out. I was exhausted. And that added up. And more than just gaining weight and not being healthy with, my lifestyle, not just on my appearance, but my health, it affected me psychologically. Like I didn't have energy. I was tired. It seemed like a huge task to just find 10 minutes to go for a walk. And then I would be guilty. I would beat myself up and I'd say, oh, you didn't work out today. You're lazy. Even if I work inside the home or outside the home. So it was very tricky. And there are companies, and this is things I talk about in listening audits, and I ask the employees, and there are companies that allow their employees during the workday to go to the gym and, the still do their work hours. Maybe they stay an hour later or come in an hour earlier, or take a little longer lunch because they recognize the importance that working out has on the psychological and overall health and physical health of their employees. And when you're promoting that, not just 10 minutes or 15 minutes, but going for a 40-minute workout, an hour workout, and being able to take 10 minutes, shower, get ready, and go back to the office, and you're encouraging that, it's important because a lot of the time the gym is so packed at 5 p.m. or people have pickups to do that it's not feasible to go, at 8 o'clock at night. So during the working hours, if there was a way to support, it might not be every single day that they could take a long break, but that they work out with their managers, that they can go get that workout in because they will feel heard. They will feel like the company cares about them as a person, and also their engagement, their enthusiasm, their energy that they bring to their role. It just exponentially grows. And I mean, I remember when I would take lunch to go with my manager, she would take me to different workouts like a long time ago, like a berries boot camp kind of workout, or and then, it was right at a gym like across the street from where we worked. And, if that is not possible, some companies have like wellness vouchers that they'll give you a certain amount of money for a gym membership. Um, I would encourage some companies to even have rooms where they have like make a small workout area where there's like maybe a place to stretch, a place to lift weights, a couple treadmills and elliptical, or at least find a gym close by and have a partnership with them that, if you send employees there, you get a discount, and maybe just pay for the full gym membership for your employee. Um, Maybe giving, certain time during the week for employees to work out. And especially that's so important with supporting new parents, everybody, but especially new parents because their time is even more collapsed when they get home. They have the second shift of child rearing and getting ready for the next day, and they don't have a lot of time to balance that out. So being able to work out during the day, they feel like they took care of something for themselves. Their health is better. They're more present for their out of the work job and in the home job. So I would challenge companies to look at that and see if there's ways not just to give a credit, but find a local gym, find somebody that, maybe comes as group classes. And if we want to take a step further, especially for women's health, the importance of weightlifting. The So many generations before us thought it was just cardio. There was this misconception. It's not true. It's a myth that if you, lift weights, you're just going to bulk up. And women don't want to bulk up, right? They want to be thin and so forth. But the thing is, you're not going to bulk up by weightlifting. You have to like eat tons of protein, lift a ridiculous amount of weight, and even that bulking is really, really hard. Um, it actually burns more fat, and it ends up helping you long-term health in your bones, the muscles. When the muscle, gets stronger and grows on your bone, you are less likely to break a bone. So when you're in your 70s and 80s, you break a bone when you're older, you have a 30% chance of dying within the first year because you're hospitalized, all these things. And as we know, as women grow, our bone density decreases. So lifting weights is not just about aesthetically looking good and burning fat. You're also helps burn visceral fat, but it's also helping maintain your bones and keep healthy bones so you don't and support your bones as you age so that you don't end up breaking a hip, breaking a leg, and being out of commission. And you're also stronger to lift things. So it has so many benefits, and it's still been lost because a lot of women don't want to like lift weights. They told me like, really, you don't get more bulked. And this year I've gone through a transformation with my health and really prioritizing my health. And I've lost 16 pounds, and about out of that 16 pounds, about 13 pounds, because I'm translating from kilos, about 13 pounds of that was fat. And yes, I had a nutritionist help me out, but a big set point with the nutritionist is I didn't change that much. I changed when I was eating and so forth, but it was lifting weights, and not light weights, but really, doing 3 sets of 10 of something that really made me push and lifting. And it was a struggle so that I grew. So I broke down muscle and I grew muscle. So I feel stronger. I feel more energized. And it's something that, I would encourage companies to have wellness talks to people on the benefit of weight training. And for the mothers who are CEOs of their household, try to get that gym membership. I know it's really hard, especially when you have a young one, you can't. So there's really, cool things online that you can sign up for. You can use, your baby, doing squats while holding your baby. You can have weights at home, going for walks, but definitely doing weight bearing exercises too and resistance training because it's so important. But I know when they're young, you're not sleeping a lot. Just any movement is great. But when you can work in the weightlifting, because it's so very important. And find ways where you can. Like right now, yes, I stopped to talk to you guys, but every time he has a track lesson or a tennis or something, I go for a walk. I prioritize my health, just like I am mothering my child to do healthy things, get his body moving. I'm not waiting it to be something that if I get to it. No, it's something that I need to do. And there might be other things that if I get to them, I will. It might be that I don't get to the laundry today or don't make the most perfect meal or not answer every single one of the emails at work, but it's something, a project can be left for the next day. But my health is not something that if I get to it. So when you're in the home, you matter too, and you need to. That's why writing down everything you do in a day is very important. And when you're writing your plans in, actually schedule and block out a time and don't pick up the phone. I mean, obviously, if you have to pick up emergency phones regarding childhood, yeah, childcare, yes. But any other distractions, block it out. And this is your time. Just like we would tell our kids, their sleep, their nutrition is important, moving their body. It's same with us. And the benefits, the psychological benefits of being outside, of doing something good for your body and moving your body and feeling alive, it carries into your work outside of the home, into your work in the home, and you have a sense of accomplishment and that you are showing self care because you do matter. So, this is something I talk about in and ask about in my listening audits. And I know there's wonderful companies, they have standing desks, they talk about wellness, they offer discounts for gyms, but maybe we can take that even a step further regarding the education, wellness seminars, giving more affordability so that people can actually afford the gym membership, having something that's close by, even having something internally where people can work out and lift the weights. There's tons of creative options, and I'm happy to talk about that with companies as well. But it's something, this is another way we support our employees from all walks of life, and it's education. So with that, I am going to finish my walk because I still have a little bit more to go, and it's been really great talking to you. I look forward to speaking on this topic more and other topics. Send me a message with any other topics you want to talk about. And thanks for listening to my podcast, and we'll talk soon.